Hello Pathfinders, we have some new Aniimo lore. Aniimo just posted to their X page the Pathfinder's Handbook, and it is giving us a glimpse of the actual lore that's to come. Let's take a look at this. So of course, this post here basically states welcome to Idle. It explains what Aniimo are and the beautiful world and continent of Idle and Astra and the Aniimo living in harmony with humans and nature and, you know, a simple paced kind of world. And then the juicy stuff is the legends of the Idolins, which the Idolins are the ones who live in Idle. It just makes sense, right? However, legend has it that there are 9 Aeons that created the world and guided the Aniimo to help the Idolins adapt to their environment and build their homes. It makes so much sense. It explains why these Aniimo living in harmony in Idle and the revering Aeons and living in harmony with the Aniimo and the 2 guiding principles of the Idolin life. This is huge considering this is more lore that we've received since the second closed beta. We're also being told that there is an ancient civilization of Mecca that is lost, which kind of explains how Astra is really poppin' and it's really a metropolis and it's very like holographic, holograms, very techy, very kind of in the future and everything. And then it explains why when you go down to Idle, that Idle is very, very untouched and it seems very, very overtaken by nature. So it kind of makes sense. And it explains why there's these sanctums that are just scattered across the world. The whole 9 Eons really sticks out to me because we do have the 9 elements, right? We have light, fire, ice, dark, lightning, grass, water, earth, and wind. That's 9 elements. So of course, it makes sense to have 9 Eons that control each element. And it's interesting that they're called Eons and not Aniimo or legendary Aniimo. It's kind of interesting that they have their own actual name to them, which basically means they're a lot stronger than the Aniimo that we know already. I'm curious to see though, are these legendaries going to be Aniimo that we can actually capture? Are they going to be Aeons that we're going to be able to actually play with, capture, battle over and over again? Or is it just going to be strictly to the lore? Of course, we aren't sure yet. Only time will tell. But another thing that I was thinking of is the fact that this leaves so many possibilities for the future of Aniimo. Of course, Aniimo is not even out there yet. It's not born yet. We're still waiting for it to release. However, this just goes to show you how far in the future Aniimo is prepared. I could honestly see this being a decade's worth of content and lore, depending on how far it takes and how long it takes for them to be able to push the story out. For example, Idle may be just one of many places that we actually visit. There could be continents and worlds further than Idle. Who's not to say that there's 9 other continents that we can go to? Who's not to say that Idle may just be the element of light? That's where we encounter the Eon of light. Who's to say that we may not meet other Aeons later down the line where our journeys take us? I'm really excited for this. And I'm really excited to see where the mecha comes in, because why is the mecha lost? Where did it go? Why did it go? Is this something that the Aeons wanted? Did they realize that the world was better off with this mecha? Now, I'm super excited to dive into this lore and figure out what's going on with these Eons, find out more about them. And the handbook finishes with stating the Aniimo have their own respected elements, which we did see. Of course, there's lightning, grass, dark, water, wind, etc. And then it also states the power of evolution. And we are familiar that there are multiple stages of an Aniimo. They also have sometimes split evolutions, which I think is really cool. I think it's neat that each individual Aniimo will have its own lineage, and then at the end it'll split. I think it's really awesome and unique. And it seems like they've been doing a lot of bipedal and quadpedal, I believe is what it's called. And I'm really excited to see what other Aniimo we're going to be able to meet. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm working towards YouTube partner. I really would appreciate all the help to reach that. And if you're looking for other Pathfinders to hang out with and who are super excited for Aniimo as well, please join the Discord, which will be linked down below as well as in the comments. And make sure you check out one of our live streams. Literally, we're playing other games, but all we're doing is talking about Aniimo. Thanks for watching. Bye.